Hey everybody, welcome to Day Trade with Tony. It is the 6th of April. It's Monday, Thursday, which basically means tomorrow is Good Friday and there's no trading tomorrow. So we're at the back end of a trading week. Today's the last day of a trading week. This is Day Trade with Tony, the channel that's talking about day trading the stock market, the NYSE, the Nasdaq, etc. Equities, stocks and shares, if you will. I am, of course, Tony, and I am your host here. I'm an idiot. I've just recorded this trade recap already, except I didn't press the record button. So I've been sat here talking to myself for the best part of 15 minutes, and I've come to edit the video, and it never recorded. So, look. I'm having one of those moments, but I'm glad I didn't have one of those moments earlier in the day, because we did have a good green day today. The fourth good green day in a row. It's a $7,500 day again. So we had a $7,500 day on Monday. So we're bookending the weeks this week with $7,500 days, and we've had 2 days, $500 either side of $9,000. So we've had a good, solid week to start April, a good, solid beginning to April, and 4 days over goal. So what have we done? How did we do it? Well, today we've traded 3 stocks. The first stock, it was very reminiscent of Cosmos Health. So Cosmos Health last December changed its name, changed its registration number, had a reverse stock split. There's a whole bunch of different things that were conspiring together, and then there was a couple of glitches on the market that sent the price tumbling before it then rallied, and it was a great stock to trade last December. So this stock it was called OCTO. It was the ticket, OCTO. It was 8-core holdings. Previously, it was Cryptide, and it changed name to 8-core holdings. So it not only did it change its name, and it also had a 1-to-50 reverse stock split as well. So as you can see, a lot of similarities to what Cosmos Health was doing. Very low float stock as well, so like 1.3 million in the float. So I thought, okay, reminiscent, deja vu, maybe we're going to have another good, solid green day on this one as it moves up on similar kind of catalysts. It did move up, and we did have a good, solid green day, and we made profits with it, but not to the level we did with Cosmos last year. So we made $2,500 on that one. Then we traded Guerrilla Technology. So Guerrilla Technology was moving up. It popped up pre-market. We didn't trade. It just kind of moved sideways after the initial spike. Then at the bell, it kind of made the moves for a gap and go. I got in as it broke new highs, and I was looking for a continuation. It didn't come, so I exited pretty much a scratch trade. It was $50. It's a $50 loss. It is a red trade. It's a losing trade, but I kind of recognized the reversal indicators, and I wasn't feeling it, and I probably called that out on the live stream as I was trading it, that I'm not feeling this doesn't feel right, I'm just going to get out. And I managed to get out with minimal losses, which that to me is an absolute win as well. So you recognize the exit indicators, the reversal indicators, and you just take heed of them, and if you can get out for scratch or a very small loss, it protects your equity just the same way as adding to your equity will keep your funds in your own pocket. So this was moving up on an announcement of a significant government cybersecurity project across the Middle East and North Africa. So that was a good catalyst. I thought at the open maybe that would make a little bit of a pump, but no, it didn't. So and it actually kind of lost a good 30% of its value from where I traded it to where it's actually trading at now. So that was Guerrilla Technology Group. And then we traded Guardforce AI again. So we traded this already this week and last week. The AI stocks have been very buoyant. This is a sector that's been very buoyant over the last little while. I'm kind of going to look into, is there an ETF that's concentrated on AI stocks? It's a relatively new concept. So I'm not sure if there is, but I'm going to find out and have a look at the performance of that over the next 6 months. It could be an area worth investing in. It is going to be, for me, AI is the future. Machine learning, having worked with IBM and what the developments that IBM were doing, amongst other companies, machine learning, AI, it's the future. So investing in that's probably going to be a safe bet for the future. So I'm going to look into that. I'll let you know how I get on. Now, we traded GRRR. We traded it after the open. We got a pop-up after volatility. So I was trading Gorilla Technology. That popped up, so into a volatility hold. So on resumption, I waited for my entry to get in, and then I traded that on its way up. And it did continue to move up, but I didn't trade it until later in the day. And then I took another trade and made a significant gain on that as we took a relatively easy trade with the momentum that it was showing. So that was GRRR. I'll show you on the charts. You can judge it for yourself, and I'll show you some of the trades that were, as they were recorded, or you can just go back and watch the live stream that was recorded here on the tube itself. So started off with OCTO or 8-Core Holdings. OCTO is the ticker. 8-Core Holdings is the company. It was formerly Cryptide. Cryptide Group, and it changed its name, did a 1 to 50 reverse stock split, and as you can see, this was moving up pretty much from kind of early doors, about 6 a.m. Started to make a move up, and I got in here, and as it started to break, I was looking for the break of 250, the $0.50. I got in, it pulled back, so I bought the bounce on the VWAP, and it moved up. Took a little bit of profit and rolled the rest up. I did a similar kind of thing as this pulled back. I looked for higher time frame, break of new highs, so I got in there again. As it reversed, I looked for a bounce again on the VWAP, or just above the VWAP. As it moved up, I took some profits again, and then as it started to pull back, make new lows, I got it. So that's pretty much where I finished with this one. It just then kept selling off. As you can see, we were trading up around 270, 280. It did make a little pop later in the day, but it didn't really do much else. So I didn't trade it any further. Now at the open, however, we traded Gorilla Tech. So you can see, I'll just kind of zoom out. Gorilla Technology popped up on this announcement of this government contract, but after the pop-up, it just kind of chopped and some big volatile swings, but it was just choppy sideways coming into the open. I figured, you know what, we didn't get any successive pre-market highs, but we did have these levels here that were coming into the open that were worth watching. So looking at here, and then as this popped up, quick pullback, dip and rip as they often call this, a quick dip, bounce at the VWAP on the move up. I was waiting, don't want to jump in straight away. I want to wait for an entry position. I want to wait for the pullback so that I know I'm going to get a continuation. So we got the pullback, and as this moved up, I got in for the break of new highs, filled it at 358. It went up to kind of 364, or no, 363. So we got 5 cents move on that. Now the spreads were a penny or 2 cents, so there wasn't a huge amount of profit to be taken. It kind of just hovered around this level for a little while, and then I decided I'm just not feeling it. It looks, with the upwick here, it just looks like it's weak. It's not moving as quickly as it should do for a true breakout. So I'm just going to exit. And as it broke below 360, I pushed the button, and I actually got filled at 357. So I was in and out relatively quickly for a small loss. But as you can see, it was the right decision to get out, because it pulled all the way down to kind of 318s and continued selling. It's now trading at 291. So that's, more than 35% loss after the highs up here. So huge drop from where I was trading it. we're still up at this stage. We're still over 2,500 up, based on my pre-market trade. But that wasn't the one that did it for us. So whilst I was trading Gorilla, the AI stocks, and I called out on the Discord, as you can see, I called out on the Discord that we should continue to watch AI stocks. Now, the Discord in my time, Irish time, I was calling out AI stocks as something in the watch list section of my Discord. So I was calling out AI stocks that are looking buoyant, and I called them out. I called out C3AI, Big Bear AI, Guard Force AI, which is this one. I called out Soundhound, and I called out Bullfrog AI. Every single one of them popped. Every single one of them moved after the bell. Now, I called this out at 7 or 8 o'clock this morning, 7 o'clock this morning that I was calling that out. So, yeah, absolutely spot on and on the money with that prediction today. So this popped up into a volatility halt after the bell. On resumption, you don't want to be chasing it. You don't want to be just jumping in willy-nilly in case you get the pullback. So this did pull back a little bit and then moved up, then pulled back. So as this then bounced on the VWAP and then moved up, I got in, entered. It moved all the way back up again into a halt. So I'm happy enough with that. I'm thinking this is going to gap up. We're going to get continuation. We've had one volatility halt to the upside. We're now in another volatility halt to the upside, but it resumed lower. And it flushed her way down. So rather than panic, I'll take the Warren Buffett method, and you know, when others are panicking and selling, I'll get greedy and buy, and that's what it did. So as this it moved down, broke $11, then started to move back up. I figured, yeah, if it fills the gap. They tend to like to fill the gaps before a bounce. So I'm looking for a bounce. We got a bounce. As it broke the VWAP, I re-entered, or added to the position. Not so much a re-entry. I added to the position. I was able to take profits up at the top and then put a stop in place, and it stopped me out here. That got us nice and green on the day. Not quite over goal, but it was a good start to the day. But we did trade this a little bit later. We could have just held the position instead of getting out as this pulled back. But you've got to take profits. It did move up, and it moved up in a lovely move here, and then it had a couple of more pops here that were good. It was a very volatile stock today, and then a little bit later we got this pullback. But you can see volume starts to come in on this candle here, and I missed the entry there. As it pulled back, I looked for the bounce, and it moved up. 13.50 was my entry as it moved back up, and I took profits up at the top at $14. So another good trade, another good strong trade, and we finished a little over 5,000 up on Guard Force AI. Now you can watch those trades as they happened, either on the recorded video from earlier today. Or I'll just do some editing and tack it on the back of this trade replay. So a great day's trading, over goal again for the fourth day in a row. What's great to see is a lot of the day trade with Tony community are also getting some levels of consistency with the profit and the trading as well. That makes me so proud that this community is growing the way it is, and the people in the community are trading and making profits. In the same, well, maybe not in the same way that I'm making profits, but it's great to see other people being successful as well. And if I've had a hand in that, I may not have, but I'm taking credit because this is my channel, and I like to say that I'm proud of the fact that I have had a hand in. So some of those I definitely have had a hand in, but I'd like to say all of those I've had a hand in. Just be proud about it. So it is the weekend. It's a long weekend. Tomorrow is Good Friday. I'll be happy. Someone told me chocolate eggs are fattening. There's a lot of calories in them, but I've just heard it's science that if you break the shells and shake them upside down, the calories fall out. So I'm going to have a couple of chocolate eggs. I'll break the shells and shake them so the calories fall out. I'll be fine. It's true. I swear it's true. That is science. You break the shells of a chocolate egg and shake them and the calories fall out. So that's what I'm going to do, and I will eat the chocolate eggs. So I'm going to have a good weekend. You have a great, happy Easter. Before I do that, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I'll be going live again on Monday, about an hour before the market opens. So that'll be 8:30 market time. That's 1:30 my time. Here in Ireland. If you're based anywhere else, then work out the time zones for yourself. So 8:30 market time, that's New York or East Coast. Eastern Standard Time, I think, is whatever it is. But that's what time I'll be going live. I will, of course, be trading. I'm allowed to trade an hour before that as well. So if you're in the Day Trade with Tony community, I'll be chatting in the Discord from about 7 a.m. market time. So if you're in the Day Trade with Tony community, you can get access to the Discord, by the way. If you're a member on this channel, you can get access to the Discord. So check out the memberships, the Day Trade with Tony memberships here. You can get access to the Discord either by joining here on YouTube or by taking the Day Trade with Tony education course, and you get lifetime access if you're a Day Trade with Tony student. So those are the two ways you can get access to the Day Trade with Tony Discord. It is a private Discord for traders only, kind of active now. So by all means, we welcome other traders again. So in the meantime, let's take a look at where we are on the month, where we are. It's the end of the week, so let's do a quick summary of where we actually are. So April, we've had two $7,500 days, bookending the week because there's no trading day tomorrow. We had 8.5 yesterday, 9.5 the day before. So we're averaging $8,000. I would say $8,500 per day this week for April. But what's great about it is if we look at the details, that takes us well and truly beyond the $500,000 mark gross on the year to date. If we look at where are we? Win-loss expectation here. You can see that there is no drawdown anymore. So we came into the month in drawdown, and we've recovered that in the first 3 days. So the drawdown that we created for ourselves at the end of March, this is about over $20,000, and we've recovered that already. So I think it was about 26, just shy of $26,000 drawdown coming into this week, and we recovered that in 3 days. So we're back up to the highs. 511, previous high before we started trading on Thursday last week was 503. So closed the business on Wednesday, 503. So we're now above that 511. So the P&L curve for this year is just getting better and better, and we're already doing really well. So yeah, we've had a good solid start to the month. We've had a good solid start to the year. Q1's out of the running now. First 3 months of the year, very profitable. We've built up a nice cushion on the year, so we're tracking about a month ahead. So the goal at the beginning of the year was 20% above, both in terms of net and gross. So 20% above where we finished last year. So we're looking at 1.5 million gross. So we're tracking approximately, give or take a few cents, but we're tracking about 1 month ahead. So we're just in the beginning of April. We're already if I stop trading for the rest of April, we're already ahead of goal for the year. So long may it continue. What I'm trying, the challenge I am setting myself this month is a new hot streak. What I mean by that is I'm trying to get myself a 100% green month in April. That's my challenge. No red days. I'm not swinging for the fences. I'm not being overly aggressive. I've been guilty this week of overtrading a couple of times, Monday and Wednesday in particular. But overtrading's fine if I'm getting it back. What I need to be cautious of is overtrading and giving my profits back. So I'm just going to practice my mantra. Get in, get green, and once I'm over goal, I'm not giving it back, I will get out. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'll get in and get green and stay green. And once I'm over goal, if there's opportunities, I will, take some more. But I'm going to be very cautious with my entries over goal. That's what I'm going to do for April, and hopefully that will pan out to be a 100% green month? Let's find out. We're starting on Monday. Come join me then, an hour before the market opens, and I hope to see you there. In the meantime, enjoy your chocolate eggs, and don't forget to shake them when you break them. The calories fall out. Like I said, that's science. I'm telling you. First time to make a new low. We'll talk about it. 55. So, do that. New line of 5. Sometimes a half dollar. What's everything? Visible. more difficult. Nice, 2,500 to start up the day. So I had that mapped out on the chart as well, and I just didn't make the new highs. It didn't get up and break the level I would have looked for 10 cents on that at least. Now I'm looking for 10 cents. I'm in at 58, so I'm looking for 70. $83 is the halt level, so let's see, can we get 10 cents on this? Gorilla. You know what, I'm not feeling this at all. Just gonna get out for that, I'm not feeling it. Normally, if it's going to break out at the open, it's going to break out. So, this is looking like it's going to be a substantial gap up as well. So if this gaps up, we might wait for a bit of a pullback, wait for an entry, and then take a position if it does. It doesn't. Well, it should gap up, but I mean, if it just pulls back, then you just don't be chasing it. Wait for a pullback. If it just shoots off into another halt, then it goes without you. That's fine. There you go. There's your pullback. But it filled the gap. 20-cent spreads. Just remember that. That's the risk. Spreads are as wide as 20 cents. So the high of this candle now is 55, 11.55. Are you gonna? What are you going without me? Almost did. 66. So I'm looking for the break of the $12. Nice how that last candle bounced on the VWAP as well. Looking for a move up. Let's see if we can break $12 here. 78, 73 on the ask. Take the bid with you when you go, Mr. Ask. 78 again. It's filling the gap. Good stuff, folks. Hey, Black Eagle, TMD. Thoughts on C3AI? I think C3AI has reached a key level on the daily, so it needs to bounce. Nice. Good stuff, Bolt. See this up above the VWAP rather than below it. There we go. Give it a little bit of wiggle room then. Take the damn bid with you. Why am I not getting filled up there? Nice. Nice, we do like that. What am I, 38, 68. There we go, trailing stop, 30-cent trailing stop. Volatility 60 cents, so I'm expecting to get stopped out, but I'm over goal, and that's how you do it, guys. Didn't get filled, it's gone without me. It all got filled. It came back for me. I can afford to risk 30 cents on this. It's 51 cents is the average true range. So kind of anticipating a pop and a test of $14 here. Current high of day is 13.85, so I want to see it test 14. So there's the 14 test. Actually hit 14 on the ask. Now we need to see it break 14 and get 14 on the bid. And we get 14 on the bid. 14, he'll give me 14, he'll give me 14, 14 on the bid, 14. Will I get 14? Will I get filled? Will I get filled? 10-cent spreads. Not getting filled. Didn't get filled. See the break of $14 here. 97, 98, 99, 14 again. Well, I'll take a little bit off the top. Alright, I'm just going to put a trailing stop in here of 50 cents. I'll let it ride. So the average true range is 48 cents. I just put it at 1,000 shares. It's not a big deal to me. It's a 50-cent trailing stop. So my average cost is 13.59. It's currently at 13.59. My stop. So barring a bit of slippage, I'm not really risking anything here. If it moves within 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it is, then you get the hold. But across the course of 40 minutes, it is right now, 50 minutes. No, because the stop won't execute. So if I'm going to swing trade, I'll swing trade. It's slightly different. What I will not do is turn a day trade into a swing trade. When I'm doing a swing trade, if I'm significantly in profit and it's starting to look weak, I might turn a swing trade into a day trade and close it for profit. Just got stopped out there, over $5,000 on guard pools. So I might turn a swing trade into a day trade by closing it intraday, but what I won't do is turn a day trade into a swing trade, because you're increasing risk. The whole time isn't just an increase in risk, and the whole point of day trading is you want to minimize your risk as best you can.